Hi friends, it's Allison and I'm back making videos mainly because I think that I left some things out and I'm sorry that I did, so I'm here to rectify the problem. Thank you for joining and listening. I appreciate it. The first thing that I know I left out was really talking about the Gohonzon. The Gohonzon. All of the vowels in that word are O. Gohonzon would be a slight mispronunciation, but that's how it's spelled. And mine is in my cabinet right here. And I keep the doors shut to protect it from daily life. It is bad karma to destroy them. You don't want to rip up your Gohonzon. You don't want to recycle it or anything fun like that because it's symbolic of your whole life. And so we want people to have a little respect for it and protect it because then they're showing their own lives little respect and protection. This concept, though, led to not wanting it photographed and filmed and copied. We're not supposed to do that because it leads to people, finding copies and printing them and destroying them. So what I have instead of showing you my Gohonzon is a map of the Gohonzon. This is actually a map of all the stuff that's on the scroll in my cabinet. The cabinet is called a butsudan, by the way, a Japanese word for the cabinet part of the altar. So this is a numbered, a map, a guide to what's all on the Gohonzon. And you'll see way more than 10 or 11 things on here, but it's mainly, here's what it actually is. It's all this good stuff, numbered, right? And all these are fictional characters as well as real historical characters. And they are clustered in groups that represent all 10 worlds. If you did see my video on the 10 worlds, I think that was video 7, then you know that the 10 worlds would be states of life, the condition that you might be in. It's a life state. So hell, hunger, which is like an addict, right? Just hunger. Animality. I'm on the attack unless somebody else is on the attack, and then I'm weak. Animality. Anger, right? Then comes humanity. I'm minding my own business. You mind yours. Bliss. Yay, I got what I wanted. Bliss. And then the 4 noble paths are at the top. Learning, realization, or it's also known as wisdom, bodhisattva, and Buddha. And bodhisattva is only a person who makes a vow in their heart to help other people become happy by creating value. So those are the 10 worlds, and these characters are all names of people and characters. I mean, not Japanese characters, not Chinese characters. I mean, mythical figures. How's that? Mythical figures and actual historical people that had things go on in their lives that are well known, and therefore they symbolize that sort of life state, that trait. And so all of this good jazz is representing the 10 worlds. Now, it's not empty in the middle, the scroll. It's not. That big, long rectangle in the center is Nam-myoho Renge Kyo Nichiren, and it has his own personal seal at the bottom. Signature is another synonym for that. And that is because Nichiren Daishonin is the only person to make a Gohonzon. So what is a Gohonzon? It is a written depiction of the life state of a Buddha, and not at all a painting or picture of a dude that we used to know as the Buddha. It's very hard to believe in your own Buddha nature because bad things happen, and you get disappointed, you feel bad, and then you feel bad about feeling bad. I mean, I know I'm human, and it would really be difficult for me to engage in a practice where I'm trying to believe something really spectacular about myself, and I'm looking at a man who's, by the way, not around anymore. So this is designed to psychologically get around our tendency to think, well, he was special. He could levitate. He could do these other wild things. He was speaking in full paragraphs the day he was born, whatever. He's superhuman. He's superhuman. He's not really like me. I'm just a lowly human being. Maybe I'm not really a Buddha. And so it's designed to break through our illusions and just begin to tap into the power that we have in our lives, because we're staring at a written depiction of Buddha nature, and we can reach for it then. We can reach for it rather than just be, caught up in gratitude for somebody who's not here anymore, who I have gratitude for, but I'm trying to be a Buddha manifested in my life and really break out and have indestructible happiness. So that is why the Gohonzon was made. Nichiren Daishonin was concerned that people were going to worship him as they do everybody else. All the other, sages and great teachers that we've had, they are treated like they're very, very special, but we don't see that we have incredible wisdom in our own lives and courage in our own lives. So at any rate, I'm grateful. I practiced for about a year before I received Gohonzon, and I had to show a real interest in order to have the Gohonzon conferred on me, and I had to pay a nominal fee. It's nothing extravagant, and we found that when people didn't pay that fee, they ended up in the trash. There was really no reason to avoid making a bad cause like that. So it's necessary. It's necessary. It's not about gatekeeping. It's just about keeping people from, making a bad cause. And I'm grateful that Nichiren Daishonin understood the difficulty of becoming a Buddha without him there, without a great teacher just right, in your midst. And so this enables me to have his great teaching right on my wall. Even though I can't read the characters, I don't understand Chinese or Japanese, I have the sense that all 10 worlds, including hell, are on the Gohonzon, and I'm going to purify all 10 worlds in me and make my home address Buddhahood over time. I don't expect perfection from myself, and you shouldn't either. But it gives me the reins to my practice and helps me focus my mind. Now, I have ADD. I'm very hyperactive. I never stop fidgeting. You may have noticed. And, I have other challenges as well. So to have a practice that's as simple as can be and easier than most, I deeply appreciate that too. Now, people always ask, what are you supposed to think about when you're staring at the Gohonzon and chanting? And I say, whatever you want, whatever you like. We don't eradicate our desires. I'm grateful for that too, because I tell you the truth, if I didn't want anything, I wouldn't get out of bed. Why would I bother with anything if I had no desires? I would pretty much be wasting away. So that's the only reason I do anything, is it seems like it's gonna make progress for me and help me somehow, some way, right? But it's not entirely selfish, because I care about other people too, and I want them to be happy. And so I want to be there as a good friend for them as well. So it's not important to have a rule that you make for yourself that says you got to think about such and such while you're at the Gohonzon. It's not really that important what you're thinking. Everything that you really actually do want in your soul is going to be vibrated with this wonderful vibration of Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.